Hey everybody, day number 282, we build on our failures. When I look back in my life, I've realised that I've learnt so much more from my failures compared to my successes. Whenever something's gone wrong or I've fucked something up, I've took a step back, assessed the situation, looked and see what learning lessons I can gain from it, and it's carried me forward into being a better man. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how failure is an option. It's going to be an option for everybody. Something's going to go wrong at some point in our lives. Best thing you can do is make a learning experience out of it. I like to think of two people. You have the person who has just sailed through life and had everything given to them, hasn't experienced any setbacks and hasn't had to experience any hardships in their life. So when something goes wrong for them, some tragedy happens or they get knocked back or a setback or whatever it might be, they just don't know how to deal with it. They just go to fucking pieces, they shut down, they might break down in tears or whatever it is. You compare that to the person who has experienced failures, knockbacks, disappointments, personal tragedies. They've been through it before, they've probably learned from the experience, they know how to handle and deal with it. It's the only way to really know how to move forward when something else happens that's maybe bad or a bit of a setback, knockback, is to use your personal experience from what's happened to you previously to carry yourself forward. So my advice today is, if you have failed at something or something's gone wrong, don't feel bummed out about it. It's going to fucking happen at some point or another. You don't want to be the other guy who's just sailed through life, hasn't had any failures, hasn't had to experience tragedy or bad things happen to them because they haven't learnt anything. And then when something bad does come up and punch them on the nose unexpectedly, they just don't know how to deal with it. Thanks for joining me, folks. Catch you all tomorrow.